Blood circulation project. After blood has circulated through the body, it has lost O2 and collected CO2 as indicated by the black ball.
It enters through the superior and inferior vena cava and then enters into the right atrium.
The RA contracts and pumps blood through the tricuspid valve and into the right ventricle.
The tricuspid valves are indicated by the 3 poles. The right ventricle pumps blood through the pulmonary artery and into the lungs. The pulmonary artery is indicated by the blue stairs. And he's going through the artery and will come out the lungs, which are the 2 things right here that are green and gray.
Tiny blood vessels in the lungs called capillaries absorb CO2 and replace with oxygen.
O2 blood flows through the pulmonary vein and into the left atrium. The pulmonary vein is the hopscotch. And into the left atrium. Here the blood pumps harder than the rest of the heart, indicating the jumping jacks.
Oxygenated blood pumps through the bicuspid valve and into the left ventricle, which is indicated by the hippo and dinosaur.
The left side of the heart contracts harder to send blood through the left ventricle. David's doing really fast jumping jacks to indicate this. Then it goes through the aortic arch and into the body. The aortic arch is indicated by the dragon.
There are 3 different ways the blood can flow. The first option is through the carotid artery and into the brain.
The carotid artery is the stairs that he went into and is now going to come down the slide.
The second option is through the auxiliary arteries, which is the purple climby thing. From those arteries, the blood flows into the arms.
The third option is through the aorta, which are the swings, and this is pumped into the legs and the torso.
Blood flows through the arteries and capillaries, and then through the veins, which is the sidewalk, and back to the superior and inferior vena cava.
Here the blood loses its oxygenation and becomes deoxygenated, which is indicated by the blue ball. The heart then continues going, and we're going to repeat the process through the superior and inferior vena cava, into the right atrium, through the tricuspid valve, into the right ventricle. From here he'll go to the pulmonary artery, through the heart and into the lungs, He comes through the lungs and the capillary and switches out his deoxygenated blood for oxygenated blood. From here he goes to the pulmonary vein. And into the left atrium, where he's going to do jumping jacks to indicate activity.
He then will go to the bicuspid valve. And into the left ventricle, where the heart will work really hard to pump blood through the aortic arch into the rest of the body. From there, the blood can either go through the carotid artery into the brain, through the auxiliary arteries and into the arms, or through the aorta into the torso and legs.
Olivia, come here. She'll be right back.
The blood will continue to flow through the arteries and capillaries and through the veins and back to the superior and inferior vena cava. And this process will keep going.